tonight on Disruptive Friday revolves around that. Now, with increasing internet penetration in Kenya, businesses are increasingly capitalizing on online presence. Starting an online venture in Kenya entails selecting a niche, budget estimation, website creation, and financial management. Whether it's crafting and selling products, operating an Airbnb, or diving into e-commerce, the digital space presents promising avenues for Kenyan entrepreneurs. Tonight, we're joined by Samuel Wanderi, the founder and CEO of Royal Rides Kenya, to get insights on navigating the tech-driven business landscape. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Most welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
So,
yes,
I'd like you to start with sharing with us the inspiration behind beginning Royal Rides Kenya, and what gap were you, what gap had you identified and wanted to fill?
Thank you so much, sir. I'd first of all start by introducing the app for someone probably who don't know what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Royal Rides is an online application where you can be able to book cars. You can be able to hire out anything regarding transport. Mm-hmm. If it's lorries, if car hires, you can be able to get them on that platform, straight from where you are. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And what gap are you seeking to fill?
If you look at the transport industry, there's a very big gap, especially in the car hire industry. Mm-hmm. And when I looked at that and I saw there's an opportunity, I just thought of something that we can create to try and create that gap, because you find there are so many people who cannot be able to afford to buy cars. Mm-hmm. But if you provide a car for them, they'll be able to hire and just use it for maybe a day or two, and then that's it. Mm-hmm. So we are trying to close that gap. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I believe there are many car hire services in the country. It's just that many of them have not gone online like yours.
Yes.
Have you found the product market fit? And if you have, how long did it take for you to do that?
Well, I'd say every journey has its challenges. Okay. Whether it's online or the analog way. Because before we transitioned to now the online market, we were still doing car hiring, but the analog way. Mm-hmm. So there are quite some challenges.
It was a hybrid system then?
Sorry?
It was a hybrid system, sort of a hybrid system.
Yes.
Analog.
Yes.
Okay.
The analog and some fusion of some online. Mm-hmm. But now we are transitioning fully into online. But there's still some challenges here and there before you break even, before you change even the perspective from people. Mm. And it's a bit hard. Okay. But we are trying to educate them on the need to have the app, because it makes work easier if you don't have to travel from your place to go to a certain place to get a car. Mm-hmm. You can actually get a car from where you are. Mm-hmm. Your location, you just need to go to get in the app and you get a car around you. Okay. So that in it's saving you cost, and it's also saving time. So there are so many things, so many logistics around the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You mentioned that there were some challenges initially. Would you mind sharing with us some of them, especially the tech aspect of it?
The tech aspect, an application is something that you develop with some experts, and even the creation, the development stage was a challenge, because you see, you're trying to get something very new in the market that people don't understand. Even the developer sometimes, he don't get what you're trying to say, but you have the picture. But now transitioning it into something that is now practical, was a bit of a challenge. Number two, it's also very expensive to develop such an application. Okay. You need some resources. Number three, now that we are not using, it's a platform that we have provided where people can register their cars. It is also a challenge trying to convince someone why he should register a car with you. How secure is your app? You see, how secure is my car? If I register it in your app, how good are you at doing the due diligence to a client who is booking car through your app? Those are some of the challenges that we encounter, but we have tried to work on something.
You've said it's hard to convince some people who want to register their vehicles on your platform, and I'm giving you a platform to convince them now.
Yes.
How safe is it?
It is very safe because one, we have tried to include the government in this, in creating this. So they are like the data protection unit. We are working on with them to be able to identify the data, make sure your data is safe, first of all. Number two, we have also developed a system where we can be able to verify whether your ID is legit or not. You understand? So those are some of the things that we're trying to work on to enhance the security of, if your car is with us, definitely it's safe. So
I want to believe there's also the aspect of you now getting into the tracking space and ensuring that the vehicles that you've leased out are not tampered with or do not get stolen.
Yeah.
So how do you do that?
There are some of the things that we have agreed with the car owners. Before you register a car with us, there are some of those things, the requirements that we need you to have met. Some of the things that we need you to get is probably the GPRS trackers. You can have one or two or more, depending on the level of security that you want to install in your car. And also, we are also working with people who are installing the alarms. We're also working with police officers to make sure that even the business that when we give you a car, we make sure the business that you're transacting is legal. Yes.
You've mentioned a very important aspect, that you work with the data protection office.
Yes, we have been there trying to understand how we can be able to secure the data.
So you've not started yet?
We are on the process. Yes.
So, but I want to imagine currently you hold a lot of data.
Yes.
So how do you handle it, and for how long do you keep it?
Well, the only data we have is now when you register, when you download the app and register with us, we are able to have your name and your phone number, because those are the things that we require you to have when you're now logging in the app. You'll have to use your phone number and the password that you have created. The data that we have, we store them for some time, and we
what
actually
exactly is some time?
We actually 3 months.
3 months.
3 months.
Okay.
In 3 months, we are able to identify whether you are a serious client or not. Yes, we can be able to see how many times you have logged in the app, how many times you have. Yeah.
So all that is, it's in the Data Protection Act. But let's just move on. Have there been any instances when you felt that now technology is evolving fast and you need to evolve with it?
Yeah. And
can you mention such instances?
Well, I think the current rate at which the technology is moving is quite alarming, or in a good way, that is, because once you are left behind, that's it.
Yes.
So I have been in this industry for like 3-4 years, and I have been working with the old way. But when you look at how the technology is working, you look at how the social media is pushing, you find there's a lot of market, a very untapped market on the social media part. So you tend to invest more in that, and that's when you realize that when you transition to online, there's a very big market, very big and untapped market. Yes.
And well, the tech scene, or rather the landscape, keeps changing.
Yes.
Is there something that you're doing as Royal Rides to stand out and ensure that you edge out some competition? Some strategies you'd like to share with us?
Well, first of all, I don't think there are so many people who have the online app where people can just book cars from the comfort of their homes. That's a step ahead. Number two, if you have our app and be able to go through it, you'll find very interesting features. We have weekly offers. We have very, very, very new and luxury cars on our app, because people have trusted us and they're giving us even new cars. So those are some of the things that we have that are keeping us a step ahead.
So how do you foresee technology shaping the future of the industry that you're in, that is the car hire business? How do you see it as it keeps changing? How do you see it shaping your industry?
I believe there's a time I was watching something, and I saw in certain countries nowadays people don't even buy personal cars. You can even own a car. You can just buy one car and decide now, like 3 houses, we're going to be using this car. Other countries are just giving you a platform where you can just hire a car for use and return. So I believe with the technology, this is where we are heading. There's a lot of conversation going around the green economy. And people are trying not to buy so many, everybody not buying a car, you understand? The economy as well is a bit tough for so many people. So even maintaining the cars is a challenge. You'll find so many people probably who had cars with the the asset finances, the cars have been repossessed. So we are also trying to come in and help in that area where you don't have to just have your car with you and you're not making money. At the end of the day, it's probably going to be repossessed. Yeah, so you can still make some money and still retain your car. Yes.
So as the main guy in your company, I want to imagine you deal with a lot of logistical nightmares. How do you deal with them?
It's a big shoe to be in, but I have a very supportive team. I don't work alone, so I have a team that we work together. So you find that when a challenge comes up, we are able to handle it with my team. But all in all, I'm the vision bearer, so most of the time I'm the guy who is carrying the big load. And it's an interesting journey, knowing that you are creating something that you can be able to feel the impact, and you see it's something that can change lives for so many people. Yes.
So for an aspiring entrepreneur who wants to get in that space, what advice would you give them?
Well, I'd tell them it's not a walk in the park. One thing you should understand, because probably people think it's something that you just wake up one day and you start and it becomes a hit. You need to strategize. You need to have your resources well organized. Number two, you need to do a bit of background check. You see, you can even check how your market, or if that thing can work in your area or not. You see, so there are so many things you can, as an aspiring entrepreneur, and I believe nowadays even acquiring a car is a bit easier, because we have so many people out there who are assisting people buying cars. So you can start somewhere. You can start somewhere. Yes.
All right. And I want to use a very controversial line. When people see success, they go like, monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
There are a lot of misconceptions when it comes to businesses like yours.
Yes.
What are some of the misconceptions that your business has? And how can people overcome such misconceptions to be successful?
Well, I believe every successful thing or every successful person has a story behind, and no one wakes up one day and becomes a successful person or a successful venture. So in between, there are so many things that you'll have to encounter. And some are very scary, because you can even, in the midst of the whole thing, there are things like accidents, car involved in accidents. You understand? You'll have to know how to go about it. You'll have to understand the best insurance companies to work with. So you don't just work blindly. You understand? And you also need to put in effort. It's not just a thing that you just wake up and it works. If it's marketing, you have to put in work. If it's a strategy, you have to be smart. You have to work with the right people and target the right people. Yeah.
Now let's move from the tech aspect. Let's come to the practical now aspect of your work.
Yes.
Any setbacks that have made you feel like, whoa, I need to take a break, like a 3 months breather or a 6 months breather before I bounce back?
Well, yeah, there are those days and moments when you feel like, hey, this thing, I don't think this thing is the way I thought it will be. Especially the technology part, when you know this is something that is not so common to so many people. So as I told you, it's first of all, it's hard to convince even people to download even your app, because they don't even trust they don't even know where it's coming from. You understand? You'll have to convince someone how secure is my phone and how safe is your app, you see. Those are some of the setbacks that we encounter. But I believe every startup company, before they break even, those are some of the things that they go through. Number two, even sometimes you find the servers are going down. Number three, you find it's also very expensive to maintain even an app. Also nowadays, before even uploading such an application on Play Store, the process is it's very tedious and very rigorous. So they can send it back even 10 times, and you feel like, am I doing the right thing? So those are some of the setbacks that we have been able to encounter.
Was the app done locally?
It was done by a local developer, local developers, and but it's now, once it's uploaded on Play Store, now it becomes an international app. You can get it from anywhere. Yeah.
What's your experience been like working with local developers? There's a misconception that local developers are quite expensive than the foreign ones, and their products, not me saying, it's a misconception, their products are a bit substandard. What has been your experience like?
I'd say this was my first time working on such a venture, and beside the normal Kenyan things, zile za masaa time, you understand the normal things with Kenya. And I believe the guy who did this is called Elijah Sono and Ken. They really gave their best, because we will sit down, brainstorm, come up with something, and you see they're willing to work on it. You see the guy is coding all night. So apart from the small Kenyan things that we can adjust, I believe our guys are doing well. And even the level we are at a country, you can just give them credits because they have tried. I wouldn't talk about the international developers, because I haven't engaged them, but I believe our people are doing well. Maybe people find it expensive because it's expensive to have such an application.
Is the application both on Play Store and App Store?
We have not been able to put it on App Store. We are currently working on that. It's only on Play Store as we speak. Yes, but we are working on App Store.
So in the interest of time, as we wrap up, what are some of the issues that Google, I believe, the owners of Play Store, what are some of the issues that they raised with the application? You've said that it was returned. It's a rigorous process.
Yeah, it's a rigorous process.
10 times. What are some of the issues they were raising?
Well, sometimes they will just tell you to check whether. Sometimes they tell you, once they try to open a card, they will tell you the image is not loading. So kindly check whether it's well. They will also ask about how safe the data is. They will ask you to send some of the documents to them.
Okay.
And such things. You have to be. You have to. Nowadays there are so many people who have been creating things to scam people.
Yes.
You find there are so many scammers out there with so many weird applications. So I believe the vigorous process was to eliminate such people.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Samanderi. Samanderi is the founder and CEO of Royal Rides Kenya, sharing with us the journey to become a tech guru CEO, so to say. Thank you so much too, viewer, for watching this until the tail end of the broadcast. My name is Eric Munene. Our sign language interpreter has been Catherine Simaloi, but don't go away. Enjoy the rest of your viewing. Up next is Wabebe. You don't want to miss that.